Canada. You go.
Yes.
Canada.
Canada.
Flash camera. Egypt no good.
Pictures.
Yes.
For some people in certain cultures, the presence of a camera represents an unwanted intrusion into their personal lives. They fear that the lens will steal from them their privacy. Most Muslim societies are acutely sensitive to being publicly examined. One day in a market in Alexandria, Egypt, I came face to face with this experience. I was an outsider, suddenly bursting into a private place that was not used to the unfamiliar presence of a foreigner.
There's no pictures.
Some were upset that I would show to Canada that Egypt was a poor and filthy place. They encouraged me to leave and film the well-manicured tourist areas. A sincere smile, however, is always a most disarming weapon when used against distrust. Soon I was moving about freely, recording not just the dark poverty, but also the bright sweetness and generosity that the Egyptian heart is always willing to share. I am not a seafood eater, but the offering of this tiny shell delicacy was a gift I could not refuse.
You can eat it with beer. Understand? Understand? Test it. Test. No. You must.
Because Alexandria is on the coast, fish from the Mediterranean are an important part of their diet. The small stands with their colorful mounds of fruit and vegetables are a familiar sight in markets around the world. The smiles, well, they are a special offering that costs nothing and can communicate infinitely more than words and language. The tea shops, as are most public places, are specially reserved for men only. Games of backgammon are played, but the smoking of the hookah is a central ritual here. The clay bowl is filled with red-hot coals, and then bits of strong tobacco placed on top. Water cools the acrid burn of the smoke. Influential men always like to be noticed. It's not too difficult to tell who is a VIP around here. Once the display of authority is over, the business of watching the soccer game can then be allowed to quietly resume. In another shop, the playing of dominoes is as much a pleasure for the viewer as for those holding and slamming down the small white tiles. For these old friends, it is a competition that has been elevated to a status of more than just the game. It reaches the stature of a grand theatrical event.
He won. He won. He's happy. 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 Arabic. One.
I have attempted to learn to count to the number 5 in many different languages, in many different countries. My young friends and I were somewhat successful. You be the judge.
In Arabic, say. On the street reporting from Alexandria, Egypt. Thank you.